Houston, are you ready for the event?
We're ready for the event, Houston.
Berlin, this is Houston. Please call station for a voice check.
Termini, Präzision und Zeitplan genannt, und in dem Moment habe ich gehört, dass wir arbeiten an der Schalte zur ISS, und gerade kriege ich die Information, dass die Verbindung schon da ist. Deswegen möchte ich jetzt als allerersten den Commander, der vor 25 Jahren im Shuttle geflogen ist, zu mir auf die Bühne bitten. Henk Hartsfield, und meine Herren, kommen Sie gleich dazu, Herr Staatssekretär und Klaus-Peter Wilsch. Sie drei werden jetzt diesen Live-Call in die ISS durchführen. Ich darf Ihnen dazu vielleicht die Handmikrofone geben. Commander Hartsfield, wir haben später sicher noch Gelegenheit, über die D1-Mission ein bisschen zu sprechen. Aber jetzt wollen wir natürlich die Zeit nutzen, diesen Bogen zu schließen von der Vergangenheit in die Gegenwart. Vielleicht, meine Herren, kommen Sie ein bisschen mehr zur Seite hier, dann können Sie auch auf die Leinwand sehen, und das Publikum kann auch sehen. Commander Hartsfield, Sie können jetzt die ISS rufen. Commander Hartsfield?
You can call the ISS.
You can call them.
You're talking in German.
Station, this is Commander Hank Hartsfield of D-1 STS 61A mission. How do you hear me?
Commander Hartsfield, we have you loud and clear aboard the International Space Station. Welcome aboard.
And we also welcome you here to a special evening here in Berlin, where we're celebrating the 25th anniversary of the D-1 mission. In the audience, we have distinguished guests from the German Parliament, industry, and science. Please let me introduce the people who will make this in-flight call together with me. First of all, our host and member of the German Parliament and chairman of the Aviation and Space Group of the German Parliament, Mr. Klaus-Peter Wilsch, and also the coordinator for Air and Space, Mr. Peter Hintze.
Hi, this is Member of Parliament Klaus-Peter Wilsch. Welcome to Berlin, crew of Expedition 25, and to our celebration of the 25th anniversary of the D-1 mission. We are really excited to be able to talk to you and with you, and we would first of all naturally know, where is your current position?
It's a real pleasure to join you, and we're currently flying over Japan, and we're on a descending node coming out over the Pacific Ocean, traveling at 8 kilometers per second, so pretty quickly. We orbit the Earth once every 90 minutes. It's great to join you today.
Thank you. I now have the honor and pleasure to hand over to a very special guest of our parliamentarian group for this night. It's the State Secretary in the Ministry of Economics and Technology of the Federal Republic of Germany, Mr. Peter Hintze. Please.
This is Peter Hintze. We in Germany are very proud of the ISS. It's humanity's greatest ever technology project. My question to you in the ISS: what are the main experiments you are currently working on, and how is the Columbus Control Center in Oberpfaffenhofen supporting you?
Well, welcome aboard the space station. We're actually in the Columbus module, which was built there in Bremen, and by the sharp engineers there. We also do much of our training over in the European Astronaut Center in Cologne, near Cologne. And we also have a control team, a mission control team in Oberpfaffenhofen that helps us on a daily basis, actually many, many times a day, as we operate the varied experiments here in the Columbus module and the other laboratories on board.
As far as the types of experiments we're doing, we have such a wide range of experiments on board the station right now. It's hard to cover all of them. We have experiments in just about every field of science, from the biological sciences to the material sciences to the physical sciences. So I guess some of the ones that come to mind right off, this week was working on an experiment with plants for the Japanese. We've had capillary flow experiments looking at how fluids move in space. We've got experiments that we're test subjects using our bodies to understand how they adapt in space. So just a whole wide range of things going on up here on the space station.
Thank you so much. One last question. The German government is in favor of an extension of the lifetime of ISS. What benefits would an extension of the lifetime of the ISS bring for Europe?
We're really just coming onto the threshold of the of full utilization of this space station as an orbiting laboratory, and here in the Columbus module and the other laboratories on board, we're just now coming up to full operation, and it's very, very exciting to see the amount of activity, the amount of excitement in the area of science, the area of education, bringing the science back to Earth, to our children, and to our scientists, and I think it's going to be amazing what we see over the next several years, and it's due in large part to the pioneers that are there, Commander Hartsfield and his crew, who pioneered some of the early space laboratories, and now we're really seeing it come to fruition, where we'll see this payback for our investment of our technology, of our engineering skills, and of our scientists that we put into the space station now. I think we're going to begin to start to see return in the areas of medicine, breakthroughs in the area of medicine, in the area of agriculture, as we take a look at the experiments that Dr. Walker was talking about in the area of growing crops and taking care of our land and things like this. So I think it's going to be a very, very exciting future for our children and for future crews at the space station.
This is MP Wilch again. You know, we're in Berlin, where the front line between East and West Germany was. So it's a great experience for us to have you talking to us and to our international guests down here, you up there, international crew. Space has become truly an international business. So, and for me, the ISS is quite a symbol for that. What would you say on that?
Well, I think it's one of the greatest examples of international cooperation we've had in in the history of our planet. This facility is an amazing facility. It's incredibly complicated to build. It uses different technologies that are made in different countries with different engineering philosophies, and the fact that we've been able to put it together in orbit in a vacuum while flying around the Earth at 17,500 miles an hour is, I think, an amazing feat. And everyone that is involved in this program, from the crew members, and everyone else that all the engineers and scientists and designers and all the support people should be very, very proud of this amazing facility we've built. Besides the three of us here, there are also 3 Russian crew members on board. And soon, in the next probably about 6 weeks, we're going to have a European astronaut that rounds out the crew of Expedition 26.
This is MP Wilch again. Germany has provided, together with ESA, major contributions to the ISS. We have a lot of people here around in our auditorium who really took important parts on this work. What is the role of politics? What are your expectations towards politics for the implementation, realization, and of such a project like Columbus or the ISS?
Well, clearly, flying in space and doing it safely and doing it in the manner that we've chosen is, can be expensive, and there are fiscal realities to this program. So politics clearly plays a part, and I think it's our job to be able to answer these questions. But in general, our management and leadership and governments answer the questions of politics and specifically with regards to financing. So it's something we're aware of, but to have specific answers is somewhat difficult for me.
Hey, Wills, this is Hank Hartsfield again. I have a question. It looks like everything goes real smooth now in your vehicle. It's great to see how well it goes. For us, space inside the Spacelab was somewhat limited. You're better off today, aren't you? How is it up there on a long-duration mission?
Commander Hartsfield, I can't imagine how you did it with such a small laboratory, but it is very, very spacious. And of course, because we have microgravity up here, you can use the ceiling or the floor or the walls, and we have experiments that are covering each of the 4 quadrants. We actually have over 130 experiments going on right now in the space station, and it's just a tremendous laboratory and very, very spacious. And we have 4 laboratories. Of course, we have the contribution by the European Space Agency. We're standing in here today in the Columbus module. We also have the Japanese experiment module, the GEM module that we have a tremendous number of experiments in, and the U.S. laboratory. And then we also have our Russian partners doing experiments as well in the Russian segment. So it's a tremendous place. It's got a tremendous amount of volume, and it's actually fairly easy to get lost in here.
This is Sampi Wilch again talking. We are, you heard we are celebrating the 25th anniversary of D-1. And what, in your opinion, are the future challenges? What do you think, where will we be in 25 years?
In 25 years, we'll be learning from the things that we've learned here, that we will have had breakthroughs in science on our planet, and I hope to be watching some of our children walking on the surface of Mars.
Okay, I thank you very much. So far, I just heard we have to finish now. Thank you, crew of Expedition 25, for sharing your precious time with us. On behalf of the Aviation and Space Group in the Deutschen Bundestag, I can tell you that we are happy that the operation of ISS has been extended until 2020. I wish you all the best and a successful mission, and sending best wishes from the audience as well. God's sake for all of you.
Very much. We really appreciate you joining us today aboard the International Space Station, and a big thank you to all of our partners there in Germany. Obviously to our sharp engineers in Bremen who built the module that we're in now, all of our scientists, our control team in Oberpfaffenhofen, our training teams in near Cologne, the DLR, who's been so instrumental in everything that's occurring up here in space now. We really, really appreciate it. It's a total team effort, and your effort and sacrifice is not lost on us, and we so deeply appreciate being part of your team.
Herzlichen Dank.
Station, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the event. Thank you.